Hello, and welcome aboard WhalePod to another episode of Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Since in the previous episode we did complete Mass Effect 1, we are heading on to Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 2 is probably my least favorite of the three mainline trilogy Mass Effect games, which I'm sure is to be a hot-button topic, as a lot of people do regard it as the masterpiece of the trilogy. And while story-wise it is quite strong and definitely concludes more satisfactorily than a certain other member of the trilogy we will not be mentioning for fear of spoilers, gameplay-wise, I feel like it is the most restrictive, most linear, and definitely the most uninteresting in the Mass Effect series. And gameplay in a cover shooter is a big part of things. So, and now we have an opportunity here to start a new game and continue the adventures of Commander Shepard with your Commander Whale. We will import an ME1 character and import our Shepard here, our FemShep, from Mass Effect 1. We'll keep squad power usage, and we'll put it off for the starters so I can manually fire off the ones that are needed for achievement progress. We are going to be going on normal because once again that plays nicely for the camera. My other playthrough that is going to be scouting ahead is playing on hardcore. Name Jennifer Shepard in honor of FemShep's voice actress Jennifer Hale. As I will remind y'all, this series started back right around the launch of Bayonetta 3, when Jennifer Hale was embroiled in a little bit of drama with former Bayonetta voice actress, as Hale took over the role when... Oh, I'd have to look up her name again, but she was making up a whole bunch of BS about not being paid as much as she wanted, or not being paid as much as she felt she was worth, and refusing to return to the series over a pay dispute, fabricating bits of the story, lying about how much they offered her, and just being nasty to Jennifer Hale in general. So the original concept of this was, of course, to show off some of Jennifer Hale's voice acting talents and show that Bayonetta fans would be in good hands with Jennifer Hale as the leading lady over there. We reached rank 29, but of course this does not take the Legendary Edition scaling into account, so based on the old classic leveling system, we would have been level 57 at the end of that run. Military specialization Vanguard, as I stated when we started this character in Mass Effect 1. That Vanguard was the space wizard who still likes to shoot people in the face with a shotgun. Psychological profile, we were mainly Paragon. We did a little renegade deviation from that towards the end once we had maxed out the possible Paragon accumulation in Mass Effect 1. Erdnot Rex did survive the mission on Vermeer because we're just a little completionist and found his family armor. Kaidan Olenko was declared KOA, or KIA on Vermeer, as he was definitely the more boring squad mate. I'd rather beat the spacism out of Ashley than deal with Kaidan's headaches. Council history, the Council was saved by Commander Shepard during the attack on the Citadel. My other Commander Shepard playthrough chose to not intervene and save the Council, so I will be able to show off as we see those differences, the differences between saving the Council and letting them die. And for the Council seat, we chose Captain Anderson because the person who wants power, aka Udina, is the last person who should ever be given power. My other Commander Shepard did choose to make Udina the head of the new council formed with humanity as at its heart. So once again, we will be able to discuss the differences between choosing Anderson and choosing Udina, should there be any. However, I will state that when Mass Effect 3 comes around, this decision here will definitely ring a little hollow immediately. Now, let's see what Electronic Arts presents to us today. BioWare is definitely the hero of the Mass Effect franchise, and EA is definitely the true villain.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending her to fight Geth. Geth! We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow her. She's a hero, a bloody icon. But she's just one woman. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose her.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
Distress beacon is ready for launch. Will the Alliance get here in time? I'm not doing this just so they can find our frozen corpses. Get everyone onto the escape shuttles. Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't abandon ship. I'm not leaving either. Get to the damn shuttles! I'll haul Joker's crippled ass out of here. Commander. Get the hell out of here! Everybody in! Go! Go! Go!
playthrough. Well, first let's check our options here. Okay, that is the same sound settings I do have on my other ones, so we should be good to go. On my other playthrough, one difference that I've already noticed is since my male shepherd did romance Liara, Liara was in that scene instead of Ashley. But since our femme shep did not romance anyone, the Vermeer survivor took their place instead. And thank you, Mysterious Cruiser, for giving us a brand new sunroof. Sorry, star roof. The sun is specifically Sol. And there's no the sun out here.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's dead, just like us if we don't get the hell out of here.
No, we just have to... Oh no. They're coming around for another attack. Ow! Watch the arm! Commander! Shepard!
Some opening, huh? We're going to skip out on Mass Effect Genesis. That is essentially just a little graphic novel that's going to go over the events of the first game, but we've already gone over the events of the first game when we played the first game, so we will skip.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Now, right here, if you do want to, you can change up Commander Shepard's appearance between Mass Effect 1 and 2, thanks to the whole, you know, being brought back to life from the literal dead, but we are going to accept our imported face because I do feel like this FemShep look is a pretty good one. You can also change up your military specialization, and I will say there's a bit more choice here than there was in Mass Effect 1, aside from just different skills for different classes. Vanguard, Sentinel, and Infiltrator are no longer simply hybrid classes, but instead have their own unique skill tree options that are not available to any other class, if you can so much as call what Mass Effect 2 has a skill tree. However, the big thing here is weapon training. This was technically present in the original Mass Effect, but removed in the Mass Effect 1 Legendary Edition version, where in Mass Effect 1 you did better with weapons your class was quote-quote trained in, and were not so well with weapons you did not have any training in. However, here in Mass Effect 2, it is a bit more set in stone in that you only have access to the weapons that your class is trained in. So when we choose Vanguard like we were in the previous Mass Effect game, we will be locked into only shotguns, heavy pistols, and the brand new submachine gun weapon class. Our other Commander Shepard, the one I am playing through on my own time as sort of the scouting party, is only trained in heavy pistols and submachine guns, so that's something to take into consideration when using your classes, is for these more tech and biotic focused ones, you are going to be relying more on your powers in Mass Effect 2, due to the fact that the Engineer, Adept, and Sentinel, the pure biotic, pure tech, and tech biotic mix, are all locked to just heavy pistols and submachine guns. Vanguards do get shotguns added in there. Infiltrators do have sniper rifles, and soldiers have all 5 weapon classifications. Even if it does not list submachine guns there, soldiers do get access to a submachine gun. I do believe. That might be false information. They might just get assault rifle, shotgun, sniper, and heavy pistol, but I could also be wrong there as well. We are going to stick with our Vanguard, however. And our achievements give us access to one of the following bonus power. Flashbang Grenade is the only one we can accept. So we have our name, our origin, our reputation. The origin and reputation are not changeable. You can change your face and class. So let's get going. Once you confirm your character is complete, you will be unable to change any settings. Now, let's wake up from our 2-year dirt nap.
She's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of her surroundings. Oh my God, Miranda. I think she's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson. She's not ready yet. Give her the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost her.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Wake up, Commander. Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack. There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry! Grab the pistol and armor from the locker.
All right, pistol time.
Don't have time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and armor.
Pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from... Damn it! Those canisters by the door are going to blow. Get behind cover now. Keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast. Someone's hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol.
That is one thing I do not like
Looks
about
like
Mass
they set up
Effect
a barricade
2's
to try holding the legs
gameplay.
off.
Is Mass Effect 2, in the 2 years that passed between Mass Effect and Mass Effect 2, it seems like we have actually gone backwards in Milky Way technologies. And instead of having overheat systems for our weapons, where once we fired our weapons enough in a rapid succession, we are able to okay, I'm gonna restart this explanation completely.
Keep moving. We need to get to the shuttles.
And just say that instead of having an overheat system that effectively gives you infinite ammo as long as you're good at managing your heat, you instead have, well, ammunition. This, in my opinion, is one of the side effects of EA being fully in charge of Mass Effect 2's development cycle. EA acquired BioWare late into Mass Effect 1's cycle, so we can't really blame them for anything wrong about number 1.
Shields down.
I do also not like that there's a button command in order to get into cover,
Nice work, Shepard.
as opposed to just automatically snapping to it. What I'm trying to say is the ammunition system is one thing that I don't exactly think makes sense as far as a change in technology between Mass Effect and Mass Effect 2.
Don't waste time. I can't keep the mechs distracted for long.
Oh, we're gonna waste all the time in the world, Miranda.
Here come the mechs. Use the grenade launcher to take.
One step ahead of you, Miranda.
Take the elevator down 1 floor.
That's another innovation made, is that heavy weapons are a new introduction in Mass Effect 2. In that there are, well, instead of any... Shut up, Miranda. I'm trying to explain things here. Instead of having a grenade count, you instead have heavy weapons, and there will be heavy weapon ammo in crates scattered across each, well, across each mission.
Threat neutralization initiated.
You can also just switch weapons like that, but I don't want the grenade launcher out.
Log update. The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far. But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets all this money. Maybe it's better not to know. I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while.
Wilson, are you a dirty rat? In that case, I won't say Wilson, I'm sorry.
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional, and there are signs of rudimentary neurological In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise.
That's a little bit about how Commander Shepard was being pieced back together from their dirt nap, because they were actually taking a quite dirty dirt nap. You're not too far off there, Wilson. There's a little bit to both of that, as we'll see when we get to know Miranda a little later. Let's go ahead and, more mechs incoming here.
What are you doing here? I thought you were still a work in progress.
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for—
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's going on.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed. Dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose, or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
This doesn't look like an Alliance facility.
It isn't. I can't say much more than that for now. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what. You help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20 questions with you all day. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
Oh, Jacob. You are unironically the worst character in all of Mass Effect, and no, it's not for that reason. The reason for that actually has to do with partially to do with the romance system, but also to do with the fact that for all
I promise that
for their good intentions.
What do you want to know?
Well, first I'm going to finish my explanation of why you're the worst squad member in all of Mass Effect. It's for all their good intentions, Jacob ends up being a literal walking, talking stereotype, and not the good ones. Jacob is quite literally a whole bunch of hurtful stereotypes wrapped into one.
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant, but I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me. How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What do you mean, cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
What can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it, what they're after?
Damned if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting. At us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get her out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
And one more thing to say about Jacob before we continue on. Jacob is romanceable by FemShep here, but be warned, if you do romance him here as FemShep in Mass Effect 2, he will cheat on you between Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3, and will have no remorse about it, instead breaking off the relationship with you in order to go full-time with his side piece. That is one big reason why a lot of people do not like Jacob. But aside from that, like I said, he's just a walking, talking, hurtful stereotype.
Log update. The Lazarus Project is about to enter the final phase. It's taken nearly 2 years, but we did it. Commander Shepard is alive. This is the most amazing medical achievement in recorded history. Maybe now Miranda will finally show some appreciation for everything I've done.
So with Jacob, once again, for all their intentions, they ended up unintentionally creating the worst character in all of Mass Effect.
Damn it, Wilson. This room
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Power.
Oh god, they found me. Help!
Wilson, you're on.
Circle Route B! Hurry! They're out of control!
Up those stairs, Shepard.
Oh god, I'm hit! They shot me!
Oh, too bad for you, Wilson. Wilson, I'm not sorry.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who she was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter her identity in any way, if she's somehow not the woman she used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
All right. At least we know Miranda is genuinely interested in getting us out of here alive, which makes us even more suspicious of Wilson.
Jacob! Bastards got me in the leg!
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Hopefully
Grab
there
the
isn't.
Metagel from the first aid station on the wall.
Wilson's already making me very suspicious about his intentions.
Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now, huh? I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
I don't care who set up who. Those mechs are shooting at all of us. We'll sort it out later.
We need to find Miranda first. We can't just leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Spoken like a traitor, Wilson.
Haven't known her long enough to trust her.
This project was Miranda's baby. She'd never sabotage it.
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor, but that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few.
You can overload the canisters to clear them. The shuttles. That's it. Let's get out of here.
Hey, can't get mad at me for that one, Wilson. You told me to do it.
Down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if she's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
I think I ran into Cerberus a few times while I was investigating Saren. Some kind of pro-human splinter group, right?
Well, that's what the Alliance wants people to believe. But there's more to it. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now, we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Elusive man. Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah. That's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
Well, if I won't get any more answers here, let's get moving.
It's not much farther to the shuttle bay.
All right, not much farther. Oh, I'll hold you to that, Wilson. And if you double cross me, I'll shoot you in the back. Free money just lying on the dead bodies. We'll have to look for more free money as we make our way out of here. At least when you're storming with the button, by holding the X button, you will automatically slide into the nearest cover. Oh yeah, there's an ammo cap. For this particular model of pistol here, it is 72 total shots. We're gonna have Jacob pull and then detonate. There are biotic combos here. Combining 2 biotic powers will allow you to get an increased effect off of the second power. Let's have him say hello to our little friend. That ought to do it. Once again, we can press the large chat button in order to stow our weapon.
Test subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperature. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus project will proceed as planned.
All right, data pad for some free credits. Wall safe for the new bypass game here. Highlight individual nodes to find matching symbols. When you found 2 matching symbols, select them to complete the circuit. Complete all circuits before you run out of time to bypass security. We will start our bypass. These ones go together, as do these guys. Which means our last 2 have to go together like that. You'll find these wall safes all along missions. Sometimes they have resources or upgrade information. Other times it's just cash. What I mean by resources, I mean raw metals.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
You should have taken him alive, see what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you get killed now.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
I had a feeling Wilson was just looking for a chance to shoot me in the back.
Good instincts. Some people are far too trusting to ever see that coming. Come on, let's grab this shuttle and get out of here. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get her to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Yes. Is your voice actress Yvonne Strahovski Why, yes, it is. In fact, Miranda's character model is also based off of Miss Strahovski. In fact, being Miss Strahovski, except for the dark hair.
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life, Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on. Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda, more tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a spacer kid, raised mostly on one ship or another. You enlisted and won a medal fighting Batarians during the Skillian Blitz. Do you remember that?
A lot of lives depended on me holding that position. I did what I had to.
However you want to put it, it was damn impressive. I had friends who were there. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
I left a friend to die that day and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Caden gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander. And I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
One facility to another.
In the other room.
We're just gonna head straight in and talk to old Elusive in here. I should have known it was a setup. After all, I've played this game enough times to know by now.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
You might be the reason I'm still alive, but that doesn't mean I trust you.
You need to put your personal feelings aside. Humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different methods.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus.
Stupid conversation options switching
We're committed to the
around.
advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
I hate that I missed a couple investigations back there because of the dialogue options switching around, getting me to click one hour. It clicked.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
Is this a volunteer job, or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first, go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
All right, elusive man. I'll play your game for just a little bit, and with that, this is where we're going to end this first episode of Mass Effect 2, but the 19th episode overall of Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I am going to be numbering these videos as though they're all one big Legendary Edition series, so this will be marked as number 19. Do not worry, you did not miss 18 previous Mass Effect 2 videos. The first 18 in the series are just the entirety of Mass Effect 1. Now, with that said and done, I hope y'all are having fantastic days, WhalePod, and I do thank you very much for watching. As always, do remember to like and sub to the channel if you have not done so already, and do consider leaving a comment down below. They're always welcome. Now, with that said and done, I hope y'all are having fantastic days, WhalePod. Make sure to stay cool, stay classy, and most importantly, stay healthy. But until next time, this is Commander Whale, signing off.